Hello everyone, and welcome back to a edition of Komodo's Log here. I am here at 12 o'clock midnight. I am shooting this vlog right after my last one, 420, 424, this is 425. 425 will kind of symbolize the 2-year anniversary. Today is October 4th, 2017. Newly minted into the... So yeah, guys, it is about 12 midnight here on the anniversary of his passing. My grandfather, Joseph Anthony Dominicucci, passed away at 6:45 in the morning on October 4th, 2015. I might visit his stone either... I think I might visit his stone sometime. I think I might visit his stone tomorrow, actually, just to pay respects, you know. But I will pay respects for him in this vlog. Joseph Anthony Dominicucci was my grandfather. He was born in November of 29. He was actually born on Thanksgiving Day in 1929. My grandfather was a Depression era. Was a boy in the Depression era in the 40s. He was a very he was a good man. I learned a lot from him. And it was... And I remember I was at the grave I remember I was at the hospital around this time before he passed. I think I stayed till about 11:30, 11:40. I didn't get home till about 12 midnight before he passed, so I got to see him in what were his last moments. So it was very painful. We laid him to rest the Tuesday after. I think it was Tuesday the 7th, or Tuesday, no, 4th, 5th, 6th. We laid him to rest on Wednesday the 7th. No, we did it on a weekend. That's right. We laid him to rest on a weekend. I think it was a Saturday, the 10th, I believe. But we're trying to juggle everybody's schedules, get everything all done up and get all ready. And we lost a very good man. My grandfather was good with his hands. He was good at things taken apart. He was good at building things, rearranging things, fixing things. Being just an all guy. He was a gentleman to my grandmother, who he was married to for over 61 years. And they just did their 60th in 2014, which I got to see. They were married. They were only married 61 years just when he passed. He used to teach me all the things during the Depression era. It was he taught me all the little tricks that he used to do, you know, all the tricks that his father taught him. He taught me back when he was working, trying to save his pennies, trying to earn a living, and try to, you know, learn the meaning of hard work, which I've yet to learn fully. I do know it, and I do have a good work ethic, but I yet to know the true meaning of working 100%. It will come to me one day as I age, in the next 10, 15 years, 10, 20 years. You know, it's sad that we lost him, but I can remember when we were at the gravesite, or when we were at the funeral, it was hard to keep our eyes dry. He was just such a great guy. He was a gentleman. He was a grandfather to all of his grandkids. He was a great father to all his kids, 9 of them. And he was just an overall great guy. He would always listen. I always listened to his stories. I remember going over the house every day I got before he died. I made a promise after my grandmother died that I visited her, but I didn't visit her enough. I visited him every chance I got. Every time he was in the hospital, I visited him because I wanted to be there and just listen and learn from him. And I've learned so much over those last 2 years. It was hard to see him go. Everything, it wasn't easy. And he was a decorated war. He was a war veteran. He was a bomber in Korea, very good one too. He was also a very good shot with a rifle. Whether it was BB or bullet, he was always a good shot with a rifle or a gun. He was always good. He taught me marksmanship, pretty much when I was a early teenager. It was a sort of a skill I needed to have, and it's a skill I've been crafting ever since. You guys know I've had, for those of you who were on this channel, back in 13, 14, I had air guns on this channel. And I do actually shoot, and I actually do know how to shoot well. So he taught me how to do that, taught me how to respect firearms and what they could do and how destructive they could be. He was just a teacher. He was a great teacher. He could teach you anything you want. He was an encyclopedia. He was a walking encyclopedia. Something I'm probably not gonna gain for a while. I will, but it'll take time. I'll get close, but nothing can compare to my grandfather. He was one of a kind. He was, as I said, he was a gentleman. He was very kind to my grandmother. It's where I kind of got my That's why I kind of got my etiquette to treat women, because he was a great example. He always used to make sure my grandmother was all right. He always used to make sure she was happy. And I asked him one time how he kept his marriage going and how he kept it all. And he says, you have to treat her right, and you have to make her feel special. And that's why I try to treat women with respect and help them out. Okay, I think that's y'all. And that's probably the reason why I treat April right, and the reason why I respect her, and the reason why I help her out so much. I can owe it to not only my dad, but I can owe it to my grandfather. And my grandfather Jack. God rest him. Guys, I'm going to give my grandfather a full minute of silence starting now, because he was a jack of all trades and he was one heck of a guy. Starting now. Yeah, Grandpa was a was good. He was charismatic. He was very Italiano. He was very, very talkative. He couldn't keep his hands by his side when he was talking. You know, he was the true Italian, waving his hands, gesturing as usual. He was very funny. He was quick with a joke. He was always very detailed. He reminds me of, you know, I try to find friends and people that are like him, because I always surround myself with people that are like him, because I probably see a lot of my grandpa. Speaking of people that I follow, April is probably the closest thing to my grandfather and my grandmother that I have in my life. That's my age, and she's very smart, so and I'm blessed to have her as a friend, so it's good to him. Sorry, Edison. Just getting a little choked up here. He meant a lot to me. He really did. I remember all the times he used to show me all the ships he used to build, all the models he used to make. Guy kept his hands busy all the time. It's the reason why I can't stand still when I'm at the job or at work, because I'm always trying to move up to the next rung. And it's one of the main reasons why I just have so much energy, because I have him in me, his DNA in me. I never try to mess a second up. Life has its moments, and things happen, like me getting sick on Sunday, but I didn't let that stop me from coming in the next day, did I? No. Grandpa, if you're out there, man, my prayers are to you. God bless yourself, and God bless that I had you as a grandpa. I remember he told me before he died, "You're a great grandson." I told him, almost crying, I told him, "You're a great grandpa." He used to call him Grandpa Joe Dad. I hear this, Grandpa. Alright, everybody. Slightly modified ending. As usual, everybody. Long live America. God bless America. Long live democracy. Long live the Second Amendment. Amen to my grandparents' spirits, especially my grandfather. For him on this day. Pray for him always. And pray for Courtney's dad. Pray for April. Pray for her health. Pray for her success. Pray for our friendship. Let it stay strong. Let the spirit of my grandfather stay strong in me as long as I live. For it will take me far. Alright, everybody. Mike Mo here for the tribute here on October 4th, 2017. For entry 425. Good day, guys. And my heart goes out to him. Alright, guys. Mike Mo, signing off. To my grandpa. Good day, guys. Keep the loved ones that you know close to your heart and pray for them, because you never know when you're going to lose them.